there, Taurus. Welcome to your May 2020 reading. This is going to be your monthly love life reading. We're going to pull cards for Taurus singles and Taurus couples. And it's going to be a really quick snapshot at what you've got going on at your month ahead. I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support, for your continued support. All of those that have reached out to me, I appreciate you so much. Just so to give you guys an update in case you didn't catch any of last month's readings, I only did a few. I hope everyone is doing well, that everyone is safe, and that you're all surviving. Stay optimistic about your love life, Taurus. I know these times have been tough in quarantine, depending on where you're from, what your area is. Someone here is trying to manifest their soulmate. I believe Virgo got that one. I just did Virgos yesterday. Oh, and another card flew out. Give me 1 second. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. That's very important. Okay. Oh, and the flame on my candle over there is definitely telling me that that is a very important card for some of you. Pay attention to the red flags. If you know someone has a track record and they're starting to behave in the same manner as, you know, that perhaps has gotten them into trouble in the past, pay attention to the red flags. Sometimes we want to be in this energy of they'll be different with me, but don't be blind. Don't turn a blind eye. See the signs for what they are and act accordingly. Now, if you're seeing red flags where there aren't red flags, that, my dear, is your red flag, okay? So it's also very important to heal whatever it is that perhaps may have you in this energy of they're all the same type thing. As I was saying, you guys, thank you so much. I've opened up my Etsy shop if you want to book a personal reading. The listings will change as my availability opens up. So I will be adding more listings when I have more time, and then I'll be closing listings when my schedule, you know, is going to be changing. Also, Patreon is up and running. I want to let you guys know that any reading I do on YouTube that ends up being extended over onto Patreon, you can access those there with one of the monthly tiers. So I want to thank Aggie. Thank you so much for being my very first patron. I absolutely appreciate you. So go ahead and go join Aggie over there on Patreon. So let's see, what are we going to do here? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, your love life energy reading for May 2020. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest love of all. Again, with the pay attention to the red flags. If you are in this energy thinking that they're all the same and every single person that comes in is going to do you the same way the other person did, that card is signaling to you that it is safe for you to love, to not make red flags where there aren't any red flags, because that in turn is your own personal red flag. Okay, Taurus? So let's see. Let me have a card for Taurus singles. Straight up singles, May. Oh, wow. So many. Hold your horses. Way too many. So there's deception, past life relationship, express your love, keep an open mind, healing family issues, and make the effort. So some of you aren't making the effort to actually get to the bottom of why you're going through such, you know, an emotional tough time. A lot of it has to do with family issues. If you are coming from a dysfunctional, broken family, perhaps you have already gone through a divorce and so you're afraid to go back out there. But keep an open mind, express your love, and understand that sometimes certain connections that come in feel so strongly because they're past life connections. They can be karmic, you know, where things might not be all that they're cracked up to be. I also feel that the deception card, you guys are not expressing your love and therefore you're holding back. So anyway, as I was saying, Taurus singles, May 2020, there it is. You deserve love. There it is, Taurus. You are lovable. Okay. And flirt. I'm going to add that one too. Let's see. For the singles. Let me have one for the couples. Married, dating, in-betweeners, fill in the blank. Some of you consider situationships relationships. Others are like, I'm still single. So take your pick. Taurus couples, you need a retreat. No joke. Virgo got the same one for couples. So if you're dealing with a Virgo or you have Virgo in your chart, it is time for you to disconnect from the world. You know, there's a lot of anxiety and stress and, you know, worrisome energy that's vibrating in the universe. And if we watch too much of that news and the negativity and the anxiety of whether or not you can entrust your leader or wherever you're at, you know, your government, your, you know, public government entity, whatever you want to call it, fill in the blank. Maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's just your job, corporate, whatever it may be. It is affecting your relationship. So I'm going to tell you what I told Virgos. It's maybe pick a weekend, you know, to disconnect and do a no news, no TV, no social media, order some takeout, have date night at home. If you've got kids, make it a family game night type thing, just where all of you can just kind of decompress and reconnect. And depending on where you're at, maybe you can go for a walk. Maybe, you know, even if it's in your neighborhood, make sure you guys are protected. You know, wear your masks, whatever it may be in your area. I know in LA, we locked down really early at the very beginning and, you know, we're told we have to wear masks. So depending on where you're at, I hope you guys are staying safe. And it's not just about, you know, medically, physically safe, but emotionally and mentally too. You know, we got to keep ourselves well balanced. So let's see. Singles, you deserve love and flirt. So some of you guys are calling in your soulmate. Maybe you're, you know, doing some chatting online, making friends of friends. Suddenly you're seeing new friend requests. Suddenly you are connecting more with old friends. Maybe some of you actually have recently connected with someone that you didn't really see as a love interest at first, and then you guys started getting really chummy and flirty, and now you're like, right? Especially if you're recently single and you're in this, you know, weird energy of being in quarantine and you're kind of thinking like, wow, what a time to be freaking single, right? Home alone or whatever your situation may be. But Taurus, know that you deserve love. You are lovable no matter what has happened in the past. If you've had some tough relationships, maybe some of those were, you know, abusive. Maybe there was a narcissist. Yeah, I say that and the Five of Swords comes out. This is someone who really did not give an ish about hurting you or what they did to you. Yeah, look at that. I feel like you're in recovery mode though. It still comes back from time to time, those feelings. Maybe if you have children together, or, you know, finances, whatever it may be, if you're recently split up, I feel like this person just knows how to get under your skin. Okay. Wow, look at that. Okay. Looking good. Okay, so if you had a water sign or an air sign walk away from you, like they're sick and tired of you not being consistent, you're consistently inconsistent, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to go make my own happily ever after, and for whatever reason, maybe you felt like that wasn't going to go anywhere, or it wasn't going to work for you. I feel like some of you, whether you're receiving this offer or they're coming towards you or you're going towards them, I feel like someone here, so this is general, apply it to your situation. The roles can be reversed. I feel like someone here got sick and tired of waiting and just decided to move on. I've got to do me, and what I'm hearing is I am done putting my life on hold, waiting for somebody to get it together, waiting for somebody to come in and offer me their cup of love, where the inconsistency is just causing me nightmares and sleepless nights. And, you know, they're in a good mood one day, a bad mood the next. You never know what kind of energy I'm going to get. So I'm just going to start slowly walking away from this, because I deserve love and I'm ready to start fresh with someone new. Again, you could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Usually the Queen of Cups I do associate with Pisces. You know, this is a Scorpio card. I do feel that with these two cards of walking away, some of you have already exhausted, or this person has already exhausted their chances at having something with you. And you're just like, you know what? I don't want just a flirtatious, a sexting, a text friendship, whatever. I deserve love. I need somebody who's going to stand by me, stand with me, who's going to like be there for me with my happily ever after, who's going to grow with me, who wants to move forward in sickness or in health, etc. So, why this Five of Swords and Nine of Swords? Because I feel like somebody walked away because, you know what? They're looking for their soulmate. They're looking for that love partner. Even if you guys felt you were each other's soulmates, but it wasn't working out, there could be the energy of a karmic relationship lingering, whether this is you as a karmic or you or them have someone else who's a karmic, and it just was constantly causing fights and nightmares, and you're just like, that's it, over and done with. I deserve love. I'm moving on. I deserve a partner who's going to be there for me. I'm going to go flirt around and meet new people. Well, probably not physically, but, you know, online or whatever. So what's the source of this Five of Swords or Nine of Swords? Actually, what's the source of the Five and Nine of Swords? Anxiety, sleepless nights, over worrying, overthinking, stupid petty fighting that you're just like, this isn't even worth it anymore. I used to think you were worth it, but not anymore. Now I'm moving away, walking away onto bigger and better because I deserve love. I deserve a second chance at love. Yeah, someone at a distance. I feel like somebody here probably felt as though, you know, what am I fighting for? You're not within reach. It's a fairy tale. I don't see you moving forward towards me, and yet I feel like I'm the only one that's always moving towards you. So this could be, oh wow, like a wealthy couple, wealthy to do, you know, if this is someone who's got money, business, you know, this is that emperor, that, you know, wealthy man who's got his shit together, but probably has a baby mama that's like, you ain't going nowhere, honey. You aren't going anywhere. Who do you think you are? You don't get to be happy. Or maybe that's you. You're the privileged lady. You're the wealthy man. Perhaps you feel like there's someone at a distance from you. So one more card here. What's the advice? And then we'll move on to the couples. That privileged lady, or that person that, whether it's you entangled with the other person or they are entangled with another person, it's a false, there's falseness. It's a false person, false friend, false connection, false friendship. They're only in it for the money and it's stressing them the hell out. I also feel that somebody here may be ill, like bedridden. Ooh. So if someone is bedridden or like hospitalized, or it's like on paper they're married, but they've been separated or in a process of divorce for a long time, but legal, financial paperwork haven't really been defined. I feel like there's somebody who's got their hand in the cookie jar while someone is in the hospital, while someone is ill, recovering. I also feel that if this finally did come to an end, you're recovering from dealing with such a toxic partner. Oh my gosh. Yeah. There's a lot of anxiety and flightiness. Like, I can't take this anymore. I feel like everything kind of makes you stressed out and anxious. Yeah. You may need to get professional help if you haven't gotten it yet. I would definitely recommend that you seek help to deal with, you know, stress, anxiety. Also, not just that type of professional help, you know, medically or mental health, but get an attorney. Get a, I don't know about financial people, I guess like a CPA or forensic accountant, or I don't know about that stuff. But I'm sure if you Google who can help me with XYZ, it can probably help you. Okay, so let me move this over and we are going to move on to the couples retreat. Like I said, if you have a Virgo that you're connected with, Virgo in your chart, it's time to disconnect from the world. So much stress. Like I said, if you've got kids, it's time to have like a family night. At least if you aren't able to fully, you know, if you're not able to fully connect with your family, maybe the kids are on the video games, maybe you're on the video games. It's something like that. There's just a really big disconnect within your partnership, within the children, the family, whatever it may be. It is time to disconnect. I feel like it's time where maybe you need to dedicate one day, one night, one weekend, or every other weekend to reconnecting as a family, as a unit, as a partner. No electronics, no TV, no watching the news, no whatever it is that you need. Wow, that's a lot of dudes here, Taurus. A lot of dudes. And a couple kids. And there you are with the Hierophant card. Okay, so if you're in a same-sex partnership, I'm seeing a few different people here. Way too many people. And I'm just going to call it out. If this is a same-sex partnership and there's a third, maybe even fourth party, like someone is so stressed out that they're looking for outside companionship or just somebody to text with, somebody to exchange photos with, I would... Well, to each his own, but personally, I would be careful of that. If all you're thinking of is your happily ever after, your 10 of Cups, and being in this relationship, but you're stuck in this 5 of Cups energy, crying over spilled milk, you notice that there's 2 cups standing by. This is a couple. With 3 cups spilled, might I add 3 men. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. King of Pentacles could be you or another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And you've got an Aries here. New beginnings here. And there's also news of new beginnings. Okay, so I've got a few different scenarios, but the main one I'm hearing is maybe you guys are talking about like getting married, adopting, having children. If you're in a same-sex partnership and you're just like, okay, I got to stop my foolishness. I need to get my ish together. I can't keep doing this anymore. I really love this person. I got to do what I need to do. I also feel for those of you that are not in same-sex partnerships that are pretty much in the same boat, right? Entertaining other people. Trying to figure out which one of these is the most stable partner for you. I feel like with this sense of uncertainty and worry, not one of them really looks good enough for you. And you want, it's like you really, really need that sense of stability. Queen of Pentacles. That's your, ooh, look at that. Listen, if you're an earth sign with another earth sign, better watch out if there's a third party that's about to be found out. Can't keep nothing a secret during this quarantine. You will get caught. Okay? Same sex or not, doesn't matter. I do believe that both of these people want to get married if you're not already married, or perhaps just newlywed, trying to figure out how to make it work. But this quarantine is like trying this relationship. You got your eyes on the prize, but also on other guys. And I did not mean to make that rhyme, but that's how it feels. Like squirrel, right? Like ADD. You can't seem to stay focused. And like 1 minute you're all about this person who's your soulmate, and let's talk about getting married and maybe adopting or having children. And you keep promising yourself, you're going to make this work. I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to be strong enough to like not mess around with these other people and not ruin my chances. But wow. Okay. So what's the deal here? 5 of Cups. This is the weird thing, is that the only really bad card is the 5 of Cups. But I feel that the anxiety, the uncertainty, this stressful time in everyone's life right now has them numbing their stress and anxiety by seeking attention elsewhere. I feel like this gets you to a point where you realize, okay, I need to stop this. I need stability in my life, and I have it. And I'm not being the best person that I should be. And I need to make this offer. I need to put myself out there. I need to come to this person and let them know. I really feel like if you haven't talked marriage, they're contemplating it. They're trying to figure out how to make this work. But I just feel like there's so many distractions here. Why the 5 of Cups? I also hear someone's trying to get their life together financially. So children is the 5 of Cups, and home. Buying a house, adopting children, having children. Maybe somebody has children, the other one doesn't. Maybe they don't want your kid. Maybe they don't want you don't want their kid, whatever it may be. And I said it, you guys are just thinking about wanting to make something move forward, wanting a stable home environment. I feel like you're really thinking about, you know, happy life, happy wife, happy husband, you know, children. You're thinking of the family unit. That's your goal. And you may be seeking the advice of these other people, someone you work with, maybe a priest or a pastor or someone in your, you know, spiritual community, maybe your father, your uncle, somebody that you look up to, maybe your mom, because I see the King and the Queen of Pentacles, but that can also be you with another earth sign, or a Gemini with the Lovers. This is someone that you can see eye to eye with, and you're just like, I really need to veer off this distracting road and get this moving forward. I have so many confusing energies here. It's also like talking to your family about these changes. So if it's blended family, if it's you have kids, they have kids, how do we make this work? You talk to your parents, you talk to your children about like, listen, I'm really thinking of X, Y, Z, you know, how would you feel about that? So, yeah. But why are you so confused, Taurus? It's feeling a sense of instability in the home. Like you're afraid things are going to fall apart. And I also feel like you have someone who has too much of a say in your life. A third party doesn't have to be someone that you're romantically involved with, but perhaps a friend, a family member, an ex that shouldn't have a say in your future life, right? One more card and then we'll end this here. Yeah. So you're at this point of, you know, waiting and wondering what's next. I mean, having the strength to be determined that you finally realized everything that you really want and that you already have it. You just haven't been moving forward. You haven't, you know, Taurus, you haven't given it the attention that it deserved, and now you're backtracking because now you feel all over the place. And it is time to disconnect and retreat. And maybe you need to connect with this person one-on-one and say, listen, let's spend a weekend together. Let's, you know, focus on each other one day, one night. Meet me, you know, let's go for a walk. Let's, whatever it is that the two of you need to connect on. Because this is about finding that person that's for you and making a house a home and bringing in the children and the happily ever after, making a blended family work and thinking long-term commitment. It's here, but you don't know how you're going to do it. And that's okay, Taurus. You don't need to have all the answers now, but if this is what you want, by all means, go for it. Okay, Taurus, thank you guys so much. Please hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, double tap that bell so you get notified of every video. If you want to join me on Patron, the link is in the description box below. Also to book a personal reading. So thank you guys once again. Remember that the sign with the most views and the most likes gets an extended bonus for the following month. Take care, Taurus. Lots of love. Bye.